Hey, what's up guys? It's great to see you all again, and if you're new here, I'm Patrick and this is why I ramble about tech and other stuff. So one of the types of videos I enjoy watching the most are what's in my camera bag, what's in my tech bag. Mine's a little bit of both, so I thought I'd show you what I carry around when I go out. So let's ramble.
Hold up, place go wild when I pull up. They all on me like they want some.
Alright, so let's start with the bag itself. This is the Peak Design Everyday Backpack V2. It's my favorite everyday bag I've ever used. It's the 20-liter version, which is the small version. There's a larger one as well. It's probably better suited as a full-blown camera bag, but it's also massive. This one is small enough to carry with me every day, but it still packs a whole bunch of stuff. It's got these two big pockets on the side for a water bottle or a travel tripod. I carry this really slim one called the SwitchPod, and let me show you why I love it so much. Huh? That's awesome. It folds all the way down and it has these ridges for your fingers, which makes it ideal for vlogging. You just screw the camera on top and you're good to go. You can either attach the camera as is using the screw right here, or you can attach a ball head for more flexibility. If you need it set up, you can just fold the legs out and place it on the table. And unlike most mini tripods like the Manfrotto ones, this one is actually tall enough to put your camera at eye level, which I find pretty useful. Fold it back up and it slides right into your bag. Moving on to the front side of the bag, here you see it doesn't close using zippers, but it has this latch system, which is really useful. If you fill up the bag all the way, you attach it to the top one, and if you don't bring as much stuff, you can use the bottom latch much easier than a zipper. And even if you don't close it all the way, it has magnets, so it will always stay nice and shut. Finally, on the back side, we have these straps and they have magnets in them as well, so they always stay nice and flat. There's a luggage pass-through as well, so you can easily stick it on top of your wheelie case. And it has this handle on the side if you want to carry it like a case rather than a backpack. Now on top, there's a zipper which leads to the laptop compartment. Now I don't really carry my laptop around with me. I have a MacBook Pro 16-inch, it's a big boy, and I don't really need it with me all the time. Since the pandemic, it hasn't actually left my desk, so it's basically a desktop right now. I need it for editing and for doing heavier tasks, but for everything else, just bring my iPad Pro with me, which is attached to this keyboard. It's a perfect little companion for basically anything that isn't super heavy work. I can even do some simple edits on the fly if I need to using LumaFusion. And then there's this little soft compartment, and up there is my Apple Pencil, which I carry separately so it doesn't slide off the iPad. There is a face mask, of course, and a microfiber cloth. You can't carry enough of those. All right, and now for the interesting part, the main compartment. Now, because this is essentially a camera bag, it's a little different than your everyday backpack. It's basically one large space, which you can then divide into sections, using these dividers that serve as shelves. It's a really nifty design, I like it a lot. It's designed this way so you can swing the bag around you and grab whatever you need without having to take it off. So as you can see, I created 3 shelves, and I will take you through each one. The cool thing about the top shelf is that you can also access it from the top. So this is where I keep my camera so I can get to it quick and easy. So I can grab it from the top, but also from the side. Now this camera is very expensive, and so I keep it in this really cool cloth by a company called Moft. And it's designed to keep basically everything. It's made out of this stuff that resembles Velcro a little bit. So it basically sticks to itself. You can wrap it around anything you want. It's really, really useful. And then of course, the camera itself. This is my Canon R5 with the 15 to 35mm lens. This is a beast of a camera. Now I saw MKBHD's What's in My Tech Bag video, and he's like, yeah, this is my R5. I just toss it in my bag. It's not my main camera or anything. This is definitely my main camera. It's an expensive camera. It cost me an arm and a leg. This is definitely the one camera. I love this thing and I take it with me wherever I can. On the second half, I keep a few things. First, there is this fuzzy looking thing, which is the Rode Video Micro. It is a super useful, tiny shotgun microphone with its own dead cat. This is perfect when it's windy out because without it, you won't be able to hear a thing. This microphone is inexpensive and it's incredibly powerful for its size. In the door, I keep another Rode microphone, which is the Wireless Go. I really love this thing. It's a receiver and a microphone which you can just clip onto your shirt. The Video Micro is perfect if you need to record whatever is in front of your camera, but the Wireless Go is ideal if you need to hear yourself but not much else. You can connect a lav mic to it as well, but the audio quality on this unit itself is actually really good. And even this tiny thing comes with a mini dead cat. And the last thing in the door is this little tile. It's a GPS tracker, so if I do lose my bag, I'll be able to track it down, no problem. I think everybody should have one of these in their bag. It's almost silly not to. Okay, back to the shelf, we have two more things. One is my favorite little light. It comes with its own case, which has a carabiner on it, so you could potentially hang this off the outside of your bag. But I just throw it in there with the rest of my stuff. Now for such a small light, it packs a real punch. It comes with a bunch of accessories like this little soft box, so you could use it as your main light if you're really in a pinch. This light is so versatile, it's bicolor but also RGB, and has a ton of effects like, let me show you, like party mode or cop car, which is just a really fun little video effect if you need it. It has magnets on the back so you can stick them anywhere metal, and it is app controlled so you can place it anywhere and still control it. Super useful little light, comes with me wherever I go. And then lastly on this shelf is this thing. This is the Zoom H5 audio recorder. Now I use this for two things, either to record ambient audio, which I can then use for my videos, or as an external recorder if I can't record straight into my camera. It can do a whole lot more than that, but that's for another video. And now for my favorite part, the bottom shelf, which is solely dedicated to one thing and one thing only, my tech pouch, which by the way, is also from Peak Design. I've had this for several years, and honestly, I don't leave the house without it. It's got all my tech essentials, everything I need is in there. Let me show you. I can just pull it out like that. It looks like a toiletries bag, but when you open it up, you see this really nifty origami-like compartments. By the way, hanging off the side is another microfiber cloth because, as I said, you can't have enough of those. All right, inside we have a bunch of stuff. I have this huge 2800 milliamp battery by Anker. It's heavy enough to do some serious damage, but it's also powerful enough to charge my laptop, plus everything else I carry. This has saved my butt so many times. Next to it, I keep all of my cables, one of each. I long for the day we will only need a USB-C cable. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Apple. But for now, I will just bring one of each. In here, I have a power brick, also by Anker, for those times when I actually do have a wall outlet available. It has 4 USB slots and a USB-C power delivery, so I can charge anything. Next to it, there's my little bank machine in case I need to do a quick transaction. And then there's this beast of an SSD drive. It is incredibly fast, like 2800 Mbps. It's the 1 terabyte version of the LaCie Rugged SSD. I did a whole video about it. Click the card up here if you're interested. This is actually fully waterproof, so you can throw it into a river and still be able to use it. On the other side, I have this CF Express card reader that I need to transfer stuff off of my Canon R5. And I have this little transmitter by Aksoon, which actually turns your iPhone into a camera monitor. I can just stick it on top of my camera and view whatever it's filming on my phone. Really, really useful. It's perfect if you're not close enough to the camera to see your flip out screen. And then finally, I have this little dude. This is the Insta360 action camera, which is just a super fun little camera, really fun to use. It can shoot 360 degrees, so you can do really interesting things with it. I just screw it onto this selfie stick, which actually becomes invisible to the camera, which makes the videos look almost like they were taken by a low-flying drone. Very cool stuff. Oh, and there's a zipper in the middle where I keep all my little knickknacks like adapters and SD card readers and all the stuff that you need. And that's it. That's what I carry around in my bag. I don't always have all of this with me, but this is the stuff I usually carry around. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you like my content, a sub to my channel would be awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.